morning and welcome to our kitchen. I'm Gordy Galusha.
I'm Nancy Ostrich.
And today we're going to be making something that I'm very excited about because I've had them before, is Disney Grand Floridian Resorts chocolate chip cookies. And Nancy is going to make quick as a wink pasta, and she's going to start off with her dish.
Okay, thank you. And this is number 251. So,
We made it past 250.
yeah, we're still here. This quick as a wink pasta was on Mr. Food, and I'm starting out browning a pound of Italian-style turkey sausage, much to my husband's chagrin, but this is what's gonna. And I took the casings off. You gotta mash it up, of course. And along with browning the sausage down till it's now longer pink, I'm going to add with it
I'm going to add all my stuff to it.
1 onion chopped, and I would say a small onion, depending on how much you. What I think I have about half a cup here, maybe 2/3, and then also a green bell pepper. And that I had a medium-sized pepper, and I used about half of it, so that was another 3/4, 2/3, whatever. It's up to your discretion as to how much of the onions and the pepper you want. So I'm going to add that with the sausage, and also 3 garlic cloves. Last week, the recipe I did, I thought I had bought the garlic that I use, and I couldn't find it. Well, it was hiding in the back in the refrigerator behind taller jars. So I've got my minced garlic now. And I'm going to cook that down and then continue afterwards, but I can go to Gordy now and have her make her exciting chocolate chip cookies.
I don't know if anybody has had any of these in Florida or down at the any of the resorts, but I was lucky to get this one. They're Disney Grand Floridian Resort chocolate chip cookies. And in my bowl, I have 2½ cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt. I have 1½ sticks of butter, and I have a cup of packed brown sugar, and 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I'm going to mix that all up. Everybody around here knows how good I am with confectionery sugar, which isn't very good. Make sure you scrape down the sides. Make sure you get everything. You have to make sure that it's all mixed up with the butter in there. It's going to take a few minutes to come together. I'm going to put a little water in there. Takes a long time to mix this up to make sure that everything is all mixed up the way that it's supposed to be. Okay, I guess that's about it for that. Okay, I'm going to add a 12-ounce bag of chocolate chips. Sounds like a front-end loader. Okay, I have them all mixed up, and this is what they look like. And this is what they look like common, ordinary chocolate chip cookies, but they were made down in Florida. I have 2 sheet pans. I'm going to spray, whoops, the bottom of the pans. Okay, and I'm going to use a large scoop. See how good these come out. These scoops are great for cookies and muffins and cupcakes. I don't know if you've ever been to the Grand Floridian Resort in Florida, but in the wintertime, or around Christmas time, you go in the Floridian and you can smell gingerbread. And they have made a great big gingerbread house out of gingerbread. So I'm going to put these in the oven, and I'm at 330, and I'm going to bake them for 12 to 15 minutes. Let's see what happens.
Okay,
Okay, back to Nancy.
thank you. I've got my turkey sausage and my onion and pepper cooked down, and I did drain off quite a bit of grease. So to this mixture here, I'm going to add 2 14 and a half ounce cans of diced tomatoes. And if you can find them with basil and oregano, you could use, these are just plain diced tomatoes. course, if if you necessarily don't like turkey sausage, you can use pork Italian sausage.
That's turkey sausage, Nancy?
Yep. And also 8 ounces, 8-ounce package of mushrooms that I've sliced. If this will all fit in here, things will cook down some, but
Do you have a cover for that pan?
yep. Right
Oh,
there.
that's a nice pan. Nice. My great-grandson wanted a fry pan, so I gave him my good one, which
You did?
he wanted he wanted a good size one so he can make hamburgers and other stuff. So I said, well, you can take this one. I have another one, but that was my favorite.
Okay, now for seasonings. We want a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And salt and pepper to taste. Okay, mix this all up. Carefully.
They say the cast iron pans and pots are good to cook in, but I can't put it on my stove because I have a flat top.
Oh, yeah, right.
And they scratch, and
Yeah.
I'd love to have a cast iron. I did have one, but I had to give it to Chris. She has gas, so she has had better use of it than I did because I couldn't put it on my stove.
Yeah, the cast irons are getting a resurgent of popularity. But you got to know how to maintain them properly.
Right. You have to oil them.
And then just wipe them out even.
Yeah, just wipe them out. You don't have to wash them. You need to season them, and that's.
Okay, I'm going to cover this and just let it simmer away to cook down the vegetables. So I think we've got to, your cookies are still in the oven. This has got to cook.
I have more to bake.
And we will break and come back when things have progressed. Welcome back to our table. Our two choices today look pretty yummy, and we already tasted a little bit of the cookie, and yep, I'll go along with yummy for those. Just a little bit different than maybe your normal when you think of the chocolate chip cookie.
Right.
But anyways, you will talk about that in a minute. My pasta dish consisted of browning turkey Italian sausage links and onion and peppers, green peppers, and garlic, first of all, to cook down the sausage. And once that was done, I did drain some of the fat off of the broth, off of from the cooking it down. Then I added 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and mushrooms, some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper to taste, and cook that down. Simmered that to cook the mushrooms. If you want it, there was quite a bit of juice with the tomatoes, and to get rid of some of the juice, you just take a cover off the fry pan and let the steam, and it did reduce the amount of liquid in the recipe. And so when that was done, I poured it over a bed of rotini, your choice of a pasta, and then sprinkled a good amount of shredded mozzarella cheese, and that's what's on the top of it, melted down. And so you want to serve it, immediately so that the cheese is still nice and melted. So now I'll turn it over to Gordy.
Okay, today I made a recipe that I've had down to the Floridian resort down in Florida. I got the recipe, so I just had to make them, and they're delicious. The only thing different about them than a real chocolate chip cookie is I put in powdered sugar. And I have flour. I put everything in a bowl, the flour and the baking soda and salt, the butter, the packed brown sugar, powdered sugar, 2 eggs, vanilla, and a bag of chocolate chips. I mixed them all up, used my large scoop, and this is what they look like. And they are pretty good. We tasted one already.
Tasted, yeah.
But the only difference is, as I said, it has a little powdered sugar in there. If you would like any of these recipes, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Dalton Community Cable, 115 Park Avenue, Dalton, Mass. 01226.
151.
Excuse me, 151 Park Avenue. How long have I been doing this?
I know.
Okay, 151 Park Avenue, Dalton, Mass. 01226. And that's all from our kitchen today. Have a great day.